Hi, we are back in Watercolour telling the stories of people who have chosen to live here with this podcast, and we're so glad you joined us. Today we have a resident of Watercolour who's newer, and his name is George, and we're really grateful that he's here. Sure going to enjoy our conversation with him. And Stephen, back with me again. Here we are.
So yes, thank you so much, Wafa, for making time to be here, and thank you, George, for being here. Because yes, that's why we do these things, is to connect people and build community on this Watercolour Westport Stories podcast. So welcome, George.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here, yeah.
I would love to hear a little bit about, you're sitting with us today, and I know there's a bit of journey back there. We've spoken to Petra and gotten to know a little bit of your story.
Yeah.
But you sure had a quick settling in, and
yes.
You know, you're starting to set down some new roots and doing some new things, and it's really fun to hear about that.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, well, it's been a journey. It's been a blur from start to finish. At the stage we're at now, we're very comfortable. We're super happy to be here. It was a lot of work, you know, getting all our stuff up here and into storage, and then out of storage and into the house, and just getting it decorated, which I know Petra loves to do, and she's very good at it. And I'm just a guy that carries the boxes in and out, and you know, do this, do that. Like everybody's got to be good at something.
Right. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You need that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a team effort, you know, and it's nice that you're experiencing this new season together with such joy. I can see that it's just been a happy experience.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just love just the whole idea of moving to a village, just the word village and not even a town, with, you know, 750 people. That really appealed to us. And just, you know, one grocery store, a gas station, 5 or 6 churches. Like, it's just wonderful. And I really like the fact that there's no stoplights.
Oh,
There's only 3- and 4-way stop signs, and as we all get older, I'm just hoping somebody remembers to stop. And I was told from somebody in town that those stop signs, George, are just a suggestion. So.
Oh, okay. Look both ways before you cross the street. Yeah. It is nice to get away from that busyness, right?
Yeah,
and that frenetic pace of feeling like I have to move now, and I better get the foot on the gas pedal because somebody's going to be behind me, you know? Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Were there things about the village that you were looking for that you had to have? Like you mentioned, you needed a grocery store. You needed to know that there's some essential services. What was sort of on that checklist?
Once we moved in and we found out that urgent care is just around the corner, I thought, well, that would be perfect. So we walked over one day after we had coffee, just taking our dog for a walk, walked in and inquired about getting a doctor here. And it's a process now where you have to go through Healthcare Connect. They just started that. So I went through Healthcare Connect, and I just got notified last week that I'm going to be accepted in there. So I really like the idea of just being able to walk from my house a couple of blocks over to see a doctor. And there's a hygienist there that we already have appointments booked with her. I just find it amazing that we live in a place where we have a second vehicle right now only because we still like to take our RV around, but we really don't need a second vehicle.
Wow.
We pretty much walk everywhere.
That's a transformational experience, I think.
It is. Yeah.
Because there's just a layer of freedom, I think, as well, that just comes from, I know it's just, you know, a few steps away. I'll be there in a few minutes, or I can meet my neighbors on the walk, or take the dog with me and leave him on a leash outside or whatever, depending on your situation. But there's lots of freedom that comes with that.
Oh, yeah. And even like we'll get up in the morning, typically have a coffee, and then we take Harry, our little Westie, for a walk, and we typically go down to the marina, check the water. And if I feel so fortunate to even have Home Hardware in town.
Right.
So if I need something, I'll just tell Petra, I'll go, I wouldn't mind stopping at Home Hardware. Well, Harry insists we stop there because they give him liver treats. But I go there just to pick up something that I need.
Right.
And how nice is that? We go for a walk with our dog. I stop and I get what I need and I walk home with it. Like, it's just way too handy.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
That is really wonderful.
Yeah.
When you were looking at other home communities, what were some of the things that you noticed that were different about the way the Landark homes were built?
We spent some time up in Godrich.
Okay.
Because of where we lived, and we never ventured the eastern side of Toronto because of the traffic, we only knew Godrich area. Godrich, Bayfield, Kincardine, that area.
Right.
And we considered that. And before we found this place, we actually gave it one more try and went up that way and looked at all the new builds, and it just didn't feel right. And when we found this place, we stumbled upon it. It was the only thing we can think of. It was meant to be, because we didn't know Westport. We never vacationed here. We never had friends or relatives here. And when we found it, it checked off all the things that were important to us. Like walkability, as much as Stephen presents it, it's really important for us. And Petra is outdoors. She loves spending time outdoors. And this place, it had it all. So that's why we didn't hesitate either. Like when we saw it the first time.
Yes.
And then we went home and we both just looked at each other and went, well, what we saw, was it real? Like, we should go back and to make sure.
Yeah.
So
did we have the rose-colored glasses
yeah.
on? What did we just both see what we just saw and feel what we just felt? Yeah.
So we come back and I remember we stayed at the Victorian Inn.
Okay.
And it was a Tuesday night. And we made, well, I didn't make reservations at the Cove, but we were going to walk to the Cove for dinner. And I remember coming out of the front of the Victorian Inn, and I could hear live music on a Tuesday night. And I thought, that can't be the Cove. The Cove is, a little further away. So we started walking towards where the music was coming from, and it was coming from the Black Dog.
Oh,
and there was a couple playing under the tree, and there was a bunch of people in the backyard, and it was just so peaceful, the white picket fence. And so we were going for dinner, so I remember walking by and just looking in and going, wow, that's really neat. We're going to have to come back here. So we went to the Cove, and when we got to the Cove, we walked in, and the waitress or the hostess asked us, can I help you? And I said, yeah, can we go out in the patio? Because there was live music again. And she asked if we have reservations. And I'm like, no.
It's a Tuesday night. Why do I need a reservation in Westport?
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, no. And she said, well, I'm sorry, but you can't sit out in the patio. It's full. And I go, okay. And she goes, but I can sit you inside. And I go, perfect. So we sat inside. We had a nice meal. And then we snuck out in the patio just to take a peek at the live music and the atmosphere. And then we walked back to the Black Dog. And we went in through the side picket fence, the gate, a bunch of people sitting around, standing there and listening to music. And I just walked up to them and I said, hi, is there, do we get drinks inside or outside? I didn't know. And they looked at me and just said, this is a private function. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry. And they go, no, you can stay. It's a private function for cats and dogs that are being rescued and all this stuff. So we're like, so we start chatting to them. Yeah. And anyways, they asked us where we're from, where we're staying. And honestly, I mentioned that we're staying at the Victorian Inn. And the woman that was staying there, Stephanie, she owns it. She goes, that's my place. Oh. We're like, oh my God. She goes, I'm going to be serving you continental breakfast in the morning. So anyways, we got chatting with them. And
it's not like they shooed you off the lawn and said, you don't belong here, right?
No, they told us we
shut
can
the
gladly
gate behind
stay.
you and please go.
and actually, somebody else on the other side says, well, I have a cooler with some drinks. Would you like? And I go, no, honestly, no, I have some drinks. So he gave me a beer and he gave Petra a salsa or whatever. Like they just made us feel welcomed.
That's amazing.
And that was a great start.
That's beautiful.
I just thought, everybody was friendly and and since we've moved in, because we have Harry and he has us, walking all over the place.
Yes.
We've met so many other people. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We want to have a little Dogs of Watercolor podcast.
Yeah.
Let them bark their way through it.
Yeah. Yeah, just from even the rock shop, have you ever stopped there?
I have. Well, I had a son who was interested in rock collecting, and we bought one of those polishing machines that ran in my basement for hours and made a ton of noise when I shut the door while it tumbled these rocks. Yeah. So I've been in there just only to explore a little bit.
Yeah, well, most mornings you walk by, Ed's outside. He's the owner. And he loves rocks. He can talk all day about rocks. Yeah. And
he's passionate about it.
Oh yeah, he's passionate.
Yeah. But again, welcoming. Yeah. Right? Like drawing you in. And I think that's something really beautiful about a community where people, that's just in the DNA of the place. This is just who we are. This is how we live. Yeah. And when you're here, you're feeling like you're part of it already, and that's a really beautiful introduction, because oftentimes you can come and go places and not meet anyone local or not hear anybody's story, right?
Well, we've even just from having our stuff stored in town locally at Soho, we got to know the owners there very well. And Howie and Tracy are from the area, and Howie has cousins, like he almost knows everybody in the village, I'm sure. And when we talk to them about doing things like going boating or playing hockey, he's just he's helpful, and he puts me in contact with the right people.
Nice.
And
nice. Yeah. You feel so much more quickly at home when you have those personal connections.
Yeah.
Because as beautiful as your home is, and I know you've personalized it to what you wanted, that's just the shell and the structure that holds together the life that you want to see unfold for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's really amazing to see that it's happening so quickly, and even on your first visit. And I know you've taken up a new adventure in boating.
Yes.
Getting that boating license, that was the first step.
Oh yeah.
Doing the online test.
I crammed for that.
Yes.
I did the online, it's like a 2-part where you do the tutorial and you listen to all the videos. Sure, of
course. Well, you want to be safe on the waterways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a priority.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was tired by the end of the night, so I didn't want to write the final exam. I wanted to be fresh, so I waited till the next morning.
Okay.
Anyways, I did it. Long story short, it's no problem. It's easy, but it just gives you a little more confidence and knowledge about what to do out on the water. Yeah. And it's been fantastic. It's the best thing that we could have done. Like I
Amazing.
felt moving here, and after we saw the lakes and how pretty it is, and
Yeah.
I did a little research on the canals and the history and the locks, and where we used to live, we were close to the water in Lake Ontario, but it was just too big a body of water.
Yes.
I never really felt the urge to have a boat because I didn't think it would be too safe, kind of thing. But here I felt this is my one chance to get a boat and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then Norris came along and made it way too easy for me not to buy a boat.
So this is Norris Bait and Tackle, for you, those of you that don't know about Norris Bait and Tackle. Stephen,
And
you know
we-
more about it than we do, than I do, sorry.
And I've met Jason and Dana, his wife, Norris, at the Shireman's. And I was
Okay.
introduced to them through Francois and Allison. And so I got to meet them this summer. And hopefully they're going to be a guest soon.
Oh,
Because this whole idea of owning a boat versus there was something or is something called the Freedom Boat Club that is a membership and
Yeah.
a subscription, and you pay by the month. But as we were discussing, like, this is way easier.
They're making it that
Oh,
easy
yeah.
for
Oh,
you to
yeah.
enjoy the water.
Yeah, the pontoon boats are parked at the cove,
Okay.
and you just walk from my house to walk down there is, I think, around 700 meters. Like, how sweet is that? So we just walk down
Your
with our
little
beach
cooler
bag,
lunch over your shoulder.
our bathing suit on,
yeah.
our flip flops, a ball cap, and
Perfect.
jump on the boat, and we're gone.
Off you go.
Yeah.
And you have a really long,
Life
like
is
when you're
good.
on the upper Rideau, you have, you get through
Yeah.
the Narrows Lock, then you've got the big Rideau. You can go for hours
Yeah,
out
you
there.
can,
You could make a day of it easily.
Yeah.
Just on the
Oh,
two
yeah. But
bodies of water.
we haven't been that way yet.
Okay.
We usually go through Newborough,
Newborough. Okay.
and then all the way to Chaffee's,
Okay.
because the Opinicon is so pretty. So we park at the top, and if we have friends with us, we walk around. We'll go to the patio, the outdoor patio there, and have lunch.
They
One
have an
time,
interesting museum there too. Have you been to the little museum? They
the
have
Lockmaster.
Yeah.
Lockmaster.
The
Yeah,
there's-
I haven't been in it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And-
really interesting
yeah.
too.
Yeah. And another time we went all the way to Jones Falls.
Okay.
So Newborough, and then Chaffee's, and then Davis, and then we parked at the top of Jones Falls because that's actually 4 locks there. And they say it takes like an hour to get down and an
Yeah.
hour to get back. So we parked at the top, and then we walked down and went to the Kenny,
Oh,
the Kenny Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yes.
still have
Ice cream.
Sunday brunch there. Yeah, and the ice cream. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sunday brunch, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's under recent new ownership again
I think
in the
so.
last number of years, and they've
Yeah.
renovated even more of the staying rooms. Like if you wanted to overnight,
Yeah.
you can do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful destination.
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
We were just so happy to be able to go out on the water, and I had no idea how pretty it was going through the canals, and because it's narrow, and it's just trees and rock on both sides, and
Yeah.
there would be the odd old train bridge, just the structure of it still up. Yeah, it's really pretty.
And you can do it a number of times and see something different every time.
Yeah, yeah.
At least that's been my experience, because
Yeah.
we have had the privilege of doing it a few times. And you just, I don't know what it just,
Yeah.
and in different seasons too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really great. That is
Yeah,
so
so-
great. A whole new adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find sort of integrating into, so you've mentioned your healthcare services, everything else has fallen into place well?
Yes.
For other types of, like your, I don't know, personal, like I find, you uproot and move and you start to think, where am I going to find a bookstore or a library or, just some of the things that you want to do to enhance your life too, just with other pursuits?
No, other than medical and dentists, stuff like biking, like we like to bike.
Okay.
We like to play pickleball. I haven't played hockey in 10 years. And
Did you need new skates?
no, I kept my skates.
Okay.
I
You
gave
just got
all
them sharpened?
I did, because I didn't want that to be an excuse of falling over the blue line. So 10 years ago, in around there, when I finally hung it up, I kept the skates. I gave all the equipment to my son.
Okay.
He played for a little bit, and then they were up recently in the summer, and I asked him, I go, Brent, do you still have the hockey equipment? Yeah, Dad. I go, well, I'm thinking of are you playing? No. I go, well, I might get it back off you because I want to try it again. Mm-hmm. So long story short, I got it. Got the skates sharpened because, they had a little rust on them.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Dust them off in every way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I've been out on the ice 4 times now. And the first time wasn't too pretty. Stepping on the ice for the first time after 10 years is
sure.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
Great.
A little tired, but it's a good tired.
Sure.
It's great exercise. The guys are fantastic. It's non-contact. It's like shinny. They call it shinny.
Uh-huh.
Non-competitive, no referees. It's just for all us old guys to go out and get a skate.
That's so great.
Yeah.
And of course, it's what?
Oh.
How long are you in the car to get there?
What car?
What car?
We walk over, and actually there's 2 other neighbors. We sort of watch for each other. We go out on the street with our hockey bags and our hockey stick.
Oh my goodness.
And we walk over.
Oh, somebody get a camera.
Like you're 5 years old again. Like revisiting our childhood. Right?
Yeah, but I don't have my skates on.
No, true.
Oh, that is
But
great.
it's a great feeling. Like we're walking over there. I got a ball cap on. I got shorts on. I got sandals. And we're going to play hockey.
That is so great. It's such a longevity piece to go back to those things that keep you healthy and vibrant and connected to people and doing activities you love and getting the exercise. Like it's just, you don't need to go to the gym to do your cardio. You're going to be out on the ice with your friends.
Yeah.
And getting through it with a different perspective too, because you share stories on the way, you talk about stuff. I don't know. I can just imagine, even if it's only that 3-minute walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many people I find it's a chance to reinvent themselves. And that's one of the reasons I'm so empathetic with people who are going through the midlife crisis of moving. And, we did it 7 times as a kid. My father was a bank manager. We moved a lot, about every 3 years. But then also, before my wife and I got married, we lived in 7 different homes. Or sorry, I should say before we had children. And then I moved so much, I didn't want them to move, so we've stayed put. But yeah, this being our 10th community and getting to know, luckily, about 400 families. Yeah. Many of them, you think, it's so hard. Like the least we can do is make it easy for people to say yes to move here. Yeah. Because they're dealing with enough life and transition moments. But many people seem to have that opportunity to reinvent themselves and, discover new life, new homes, and new possibilities here in this little village.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like the hockey again. Getting back to hockey, I gave it up for 10 years. And then because I moved here, I just felt rejuvenated to try it again. And I am enjoying it. I just feel fortunate, healthy, lucky to be still doing it and not getting hurt,
Sure.
Yeah,
it's making me happy.
I know, and that's what so many people say is Westport makes them happy.
Yeah.
And happiness is, getting to revisit your childhood, or happiness is fill in the blank. Happiness is getting to play hockey again.
Right. Yeah.
And doing the things that we used to once love before life disconnected us from the things we loved. So regenerative farming is something people have heard of, and we call it regenerative housing. What if housing could be a force for good? So Neil Collins is a guy who has a podcast, the Regenerative Real Estate Podcast.
Yeah.
And we've learned a lot from him and some of his guests out in the Seattle, Portland area about how it really is a thing, regenerative real estate. That you can feel rejuvenated by a new home.
Yeah.
As strange as that sounds, but you're living proof of it.
Yeah. No, we absolutely love our new house. And it's even better than what we knew from just visiting the models and everything. Like after we moved in, we're finding things, just like subtle things that, you know, the HVAC guys will come in and they'll point stuff out to me and I'll go, oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Like, it's just like, wow. Like, you know, it's fantastic. Like that's a testament to, you know, how you want us to live and what you built us for us, you know.
And we just again want to treat everyone the way we want to be treated.
Yeah.
So when we started thinking, oh, how can we give people a better experience with their heating, ventilation, air conditioning system, we thought, why don't we just include a maintenance service package for the first year?
Yeah.
My brother-in-law in Guelph, Rick Oosterveld, has a heating and plumbing business, and he said, oh yeah, service contracts, that's wonderful. Yeah. So we thought we'd honor that the first year, you know, 4 little visits, just because it's a lot to absorb.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit different. It's a heat pump and set and forget, and it's like, oh, we just thought instead of us paying for service calls or our service provider eating it, we thought, no, we'll pay for it. We want people to get used to it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do the same with lawn care and snow plowing, just for the first year, just so that people have one less.
Smooth out that integration, eh? Just one more thing to have to not arrange and find out, and
Yeah, because moving's enough of a hassle, and looking after your home, you know, you're in a maintenance-free home for 25 years. Why not just go lock, stock, and smoking gun barrel and make it complete? Start people off well.
That's perfect because, like you said, when we first moved in, it was hectic. We're moving in and we're not really, you know, sure about what settings to have it on and stuff. And when we moved in, we left it on those settings. And then when the HVAC guys came in to give us a tutorial, he's pointing stuff out to me and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was picking his brain about, you know, what if we go away for the winter, and he was showing me, and, you know, I'm putting stuff in my phone because that's my memory. And, but the guys were great. And they basically said, if you ever need any information, just give Joe a call or give us a call and we'll take care of you. And the thing that I love too is I don't feel an urgency with anything because all the contractors, you've had them forever, and even their fathers and mothers, and you know, I like the feeling that it's going to be 10, 15 years more down the road, if not longer. And I know in the back of my mind, these guys are going to be here for a long time. It's like the guy who came to adjust my window yesterday. I says to him, to be honest with you, since we moved in, this is the only window that we've tried to open, and it's a little sticky getting closed. And he said, no problem, I'll adjust it. And then I said, I never really checked the rest of the windows in the house, and I don't really think we'll be opening them or whatever. And he said, don't worry, if down the road, if one of them sticks, give us a call. We're here all the time. And I just thought, that's perfect. Like, there's no worries or urgencies to make sure I go over the whole house and with a fine-tooth comb. I never felt that, never needed to do that. And it just reinforces that, you know, knowing that they're going to be here for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I think Landark and Stephen, I know under your leadership, you're trying to mentor a lot of these tradespeople through the next generation, and also mentor them to that level of treating people like they want to be treated, and to a level of excellence that really has been award-winning in your history.
Yeah.
It has, because again, we just kind of take it for granted. Why wouldn't you treat people the way you want to get treated? And we used to live in all our communities, and we wanted to look people in the eye and know our homes had more and better real and different features that other builders didn't have, just because that's what my wife and I wanted.
Yeah.
So there's about $225,000 more and better real and different features in a home, just because, well, wouldn't you want that? You know, doesn't everybody want?
That's right. So there's that delta between this is what we could do, but we choose to do this. And how does that translate? And it translates financially, but it translates to a peace of mind experience, and then a longevity too, because we say longevity is the new sustainability, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't have to replace those windows because they die in 8 years, you know, or the roof, or you can go through the whole list, you know, people that have to replace shelves in a closet because they collapse after so many years or whatever. There's all of that has been built into the quality of the homes that just make them more sustainable too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really been a learning journey for so many, but you've mentored many people along the way.
And we've been very blessed. And it's interesting that when we packed it in for those 10 years, when I was in full-time ministry as a volunteer, our guy who started as a laborer with a crew like Dylan doing interlock and landscaping like Rural Roots, we hired him to sweep out houses and be our first laborer, age 18, fresh out of high school. Well, fast forward to when he was, so what would he have been, maybe 28 or 30, Luxart Homes, Chris and Amanda, they started.
Yeah.
And then Chris hired my son, my eldest son, Christian, when COVID started, or just before, because he had worked off and on for Chris and Amanda through high school.
Yeah.
And so Chris Wagorn mentored my son, Christian, and now the joke is my son, Christian, will be mentoring Chris and Amanda's son or daughter.
Yeah.
Because that's when you love what you do and you're fascinated with it. You never work a day in your life, and you just love loving and serving people.
Yeah. And you pass on that legacy.
And we think that's what everyone should do, is if you love what you do, great, you want to pass it on.
Yeah.
And only do what you love to do, and only do what only you can do is another line we love passing along. Is if someone else can do it, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You know, like find something you really love to do. And
a lot of people never get that.
Unfortunately, they don't. But we are lucky that all these craftsmen that we found, and it's just such a difference when you have a craftsman build your home, someone who's generationally deep, 2 or 3 generations in loving what they do, and it just shows.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been here 6 months now, and we've met a lot of your contractors, and I try to make it a point to just have a little chit chat with them and say hi and talk to them. And from Johan, the tree guy, to I forget his name, but the guy who does the asphalt, like all super guys, nothing but good things to say about you, Stephen. And they're just like, you can just feel it.
Isn't
like
that amazing?
Everybody loves working here for you, and I can just tell like it's going to be quality build because of the way they admire working here, kind of thing.
And we admire and
there
respect
hasn't been
them.
one tradesman that's shown me any different.
Wow.
You know,
That's amazing.
so,
and you had a long career yourself starting.
Yes.
And so I think you have a similar affinity to that process of starting at the beginning of something. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
well, I worked at the steel mill in Hamilton, DeFasco, and I finished high school, and I was going to go to college, community college, and I was all ready to go. And in the summer, the steel company was hiring full time, so it was a way to make some money. And a friend of mine did it, even though he was going to go back to school. And so I did it too, thinking I was just going to do it for the summer. Ended up staying because it was a well-run family business. They took care of their employees, very similar. And they taught us well, they trained us well, safety was important. family-run business, profit sharing. I just can't say enough good things because I spent 40 years there. It's provided us with a great life, and I'm grateful. Nothing, I would never say anything bad about the company. Actually, funny story, when I finally decided to retire after 40 years, I didn't quite feel I was ready to go, and I cried going out the gate. I remember my last day, you have to hand in your badge and everything, and when I got to the guard shack, I had to put my sunglasses on because I was crying. It was just so emotional to, like, it was like a life thing, you know, to be there for 40 years. And so anyways, long story short, I was fully retired for 10 months. And then out of the blue, they called me up and they asked me if I was interested in coming back on contract for 10 months. So I was getting my pension and I was gonna, so I felt grateful and privileged that they thought that much of me.
Of course.
And it was gonna be doing the same job, the same office, same people. So it was gonna be easy. Anyways, I was sort of thrilled at the time to do it. So yes, I'll go.
Sure.
Well, it was only like a week or so in that I thought, oh man, I really like being retired. What the heck was I thinking? Like, this is what?
So the lines on the wall start, you chalk mark the days, you know.
Oh yeah.
I'm in jail here, people.
But I committed. I stayed.
Exactly, I'm sure, yeah.
And
you can keep your word.
I was, and at the end of that 10 months, going out the gate, there was no tears. There was nothing but a big smile.
You're skipping your way, throwing the badge behind you.
And it was like, what was I thinking? And so it was almost like you got to get it out of your system.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I did. But yeah, I spent 40 years there.
Yeah.
I was a tradesman. It was just great. And I still can't believe I'm here. I've been retired 10 years now.
Okay.
And life's just flying. We feel fortunate to be here at this stage of our lives. You know, reinventing ourselves, sort of like going out in the water, playing hockey, playing pickleball, biking. People are great. The village is fantastic. Yeah.
You feel like that safer, smaller.
It just feels
smaller, safer, better. Is
smaller,
what Andy
safer, better.
Geertsma said. Smaller, safer, better. A
There
fellow
you go.
home builder.
Yeah.
It just feels perfect for us right now.
Wow.
We couldn't be happier.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about one more thing. Speaking
Yep.
of the recreation, tell us a little bit about your pickleball.
Okay, pickleball.
Yes.
I love pickleball. I used to do a little bit of golfing, and now golfing, I'd rather play pickleball, to be honest. Like, nothing wrong with golfing, but pickleball, it's just fun. It's community. It's a social. It's healthy. There's just so many pluses. The people from the community that play, we're all like-minded. I don't feel anybody's over competitive. They just, we're all friendly and
nice.
And
just inclusive, and you feel like you can just enjoy
and
yourselves.
To be able to walk across the street and play.
Right.
That's a bonus. Again,
another
we
zero
don't have to
commute
drive.
proposition.
Every once in a while, I have to go out and start up the truck just to make sure it starts.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dreamy too.
Yeah.
Was that something you played then somewhere, like other parts in, like, were you playing in Grimsby, or were you playing did you learn to play
in
pickleball?
Grimsby.
Okay.
And we played in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's something that you do year round then?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Very fun.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So Stephen's going to sign up for lessons soon?
we're just going to hold that thought and do a little more dreaming. Because one of our dreams has always been, is to build this pickleball barn community center. Yeah. And I'm very hopeful that with Petra and with George and some of their friends, we can see if it's a viable proposition to have, like Camp Iowa has 300 members who are on the board and have shares in Camp Iowa or something. I need to investigate it, but that's what we need to figure out. Is the village is going to come up with its new Friends of the Arena program, and we don't want to interfere with that in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And we want to be conscious of that for sure, because so much dedication and effort has gone into that, and a new community center perhaps for the Lions Club. But it's always been in our heart since my original founding friend, Roger Stewart, told me about being in Florida and getting addicted in a good kind of way to the health and wellness benefits of pickleball.
Yes.
And so what another friend who sells eyewear tells me is you have recreational athletes, and then you have people who are a little bit more competitive.
Yes.
So it would be like, pickup hockey, no refs.
Yeah.
Organized teams where you have a ref.
Yes.
And so we don't know what shape this will take.
Yeah.
But I have so many dreams, and we're going to be here so long. I don't know which ones are going to get realized in my lifetime or my son's lifetimes.
Yeah.
Because we think just slowly by slowly, a long obedience in the same direction. And we now have Hilltop Park that didn't exist 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we don't know how these things will unfold, or the when, or the who, because you need a champion for every idea. And maybe we need 300 champions.
Yeah.
So maybe if we can rally the troops, some of these things that are more collaborative through our homeowners pitching in and volunteering their gifts and abilities and services, because so many people have such interesting backgrounds. That's what I love about, I learned so much from Chris Wagorn when he started, because he was so much smarter than me in so many ways and so much more talented. So any of these young guys that apparently say I've mentored them, I'm like, no, you're mentoring me. And that's what I find about every unique friendship is, it's a mutually beneficial relationship.
Well, I've been known to try to rally people.
Well,
on our walks, even Peter will look at me and I'll be like, hey, do you play hockey? Or do you guys play pickleball? She's like, George.
You're just reciprocating the friendship that you were extended when you came, right?
I'm just trying to make everybody else as happy as I am.
See? There you go. Well, and on that happy note, I hope that you're happy that you joined us for our podcast today. I can't thank you enough for joining us, George. It's been a real pleasure to chat with you. And you can follow, and share this podcast on whatever platform you've been listening, whether it's Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. We're on every platform, and come visit us. Right? It's an open invitation?
It's never an obligation. It's always meant to be an invitation, just to discover this different quality of life that, as one fellow home builder says, it's smaller, it's safer, it's better in this. Another term land planners use is placemaking. And we're like, there's placemaking, but then there's peace giving. And all of this water just brings peace and a feeling of calm and relaxation. So that's really what people are experiencing. They're feeling calm. And it's regenerative, and it's redemptive, and oh my goodness, new homes, new life, and new possibilities. So please.
Come explore your new possibilities. We're here.
I'll see you on my porch.
I love it. There you have it. An invitation of your own.